In today's video, we're going to talk about the ViewSet in Django REST framework. So I will start with this diagram. Let's do a comparison. The ViewSet versus the traditional, more customized view in Django. And I will show you some actual code example. Then we will test the URL, the endpoints with Postmate. So let's start with this diagram. So let's get a clear big picture and idea about why we need use ViewSet and what's the benefit of using it. So let me full screen this. So as you could see in this diagram, usually we have two different type of like views. The first one is the ViewSet, and it's a traditional. The biggest difference is you don't need to write that much code, the very clear code, the very little bit code here. And here you need to write more code, but you have a more control. So in this ViewSet example, we're gonna create a book model, and for the router, it's automatically give all the views. Later we will see the actual example in the example code, and it's use the one class and create all the the CRUD operations and also automatic routing, and just keep the very little code right here. But for this, we have to create our own customized create and all the details, and to handle all the different HTTP methods. And we definitely need more classes. We have to manually figure out the URLs, and we have repeated codes. And in comparison, so for the code lines, you definitely ViewSet is 30%, even 50% less. And for the maintainability, because there's less code, so neater. So it's highly maintained, and also it saves your time. But in terms of flexibility, the traditional view definitely have more benefits. Yeah. So now let me show you an example code right here. So I create a very simple app right here, a Django app. Then we have the model file. We create a model, and for the the type. Let me make it bigger, yeah. So you can see here we have the title and the author, very simple. And we also create a serializer as a model serializer, so they return serialize all the fields. And also we have a view here. So in the view, I created two view sets, and this one is one. This is what we're we're talking about, the view set. The view set here, and this is the customized, the more traditional. We have to write all the class post here, the detail get, put, and delete here. And for the URL, we have a URL in the book app. This is the book app here, and this is how we set out the automatic routing. Then this is for the traditional view here, and in the project level URL, we just include this. So now the focus is right here. The comparison is definitely in the view here. So as you can see, for the view sets, we basically only have two lines here: the query set, and the serializer, and that's it. But on the other hand, for the traditional Django class, the API views here, we have to write our own HTTP methods. And this one is handle the post, which is a create, and this is get, the read, and the put, and the delete here, everything. So as you can see here, we have to write all the code right here by ourselves, and this is just two liners. And after use this in the URL, we just automatically, the Django REST framework will will assign us the URLs. So now let's use the Postmate to test it out here. So for the URLs, we're gonna test it out here. This is books in the here, which is API, and then plus this books/books, and usually the pattern will be, let me type down here. Usually will be the URL, the API, books slash here, and this is for the get and also post. There's a two method, and when we need retrieve like a one, we need to put on the ID right here, the ID here. So yeah, now let's see an example. It says get put patch and delete. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna follow this API, this URLs here. So as you can see, the URL is the Django default, the local, and the API. So in this get, we're supposed to get a list of all the objects. Okay, let's try it. See here, it's working. We get 4, 6 ID, or 3 books. So I'll go back here, the post. So now let's create. We create the method is a raw and JSON, and the title we call book title 1, and the author is author 1. And so now post, which means we're gonna create a new, let's see, what's the, oh, we need to add this HTTP here. So yeah, we created, see here, we got a new, so after we created this, the new book we just created, and let's try to get the list, all the objects of the book. We probably see the very ending, see here. Hope you can see. Yeah, hope you can see here bigger. Yeah, see here. Now let's try what's next. Let's get an individual. So let's say ID. Let's get the ID 8, which we just create 8, and let's get it back. See here, we get this, which one we just created, and what's next? Put, so which we're gonna update it. So we just type right here, update. Also here, update. So we should be update this ID8, this object. See here, we got it. Then now let's try delete. So if we want to try delete here, and also make sure you delete exactly the IDs here. See, it's gone. So now let's try to get back. So now let's try to get the 8 again. We're supposed to get a sort of like notebook match. So let's try get all the objects of the book. Okay, it's gone. So now let's try update this ID 7. Just practice more. Put and update. Update. Yeah, now let's update it. So now let's try to delete this one as well. Get delete. Okay, let's try get all the list again. Okay, so now over 2. So as you can see, let's do a comparison again. as you can see, we definitely, as the example, and also we test our URLs, you could see when we use the ViewSet approach, and we just need to write 2 line of codes right here, then they will automatically assign all the, as you can see here, once we use this router here, they automatically assign those URL routings for us. So all we could do, just, you know, we could use this different HTTP methods like a get, post here. And on the other hand, for the more traditional approach, we have to manually set up our URL here, already comment out. If you want to test out, you could uncomment it. And also in the view part, we have to write our own HTTP post methods, like a post, like a get, put, and a delete. So if your like logic is simpler, you just need a very simple basic, you definitely could use the ViewSets because it's cleaner and it by default already done all the manual work for you. But if you have a more complicated logic for your Django view and you have a more business logic, if you want more control, you should definitely go with this traditional approach. And this will be today's video. Hope that helpful and hope that give you a clear idea when and how to use and why to use the ViewSet in Django REST framework. If you have any question, just leave a comment below. And also I will make sure to include the Repo link of this simple project in the description. Yeah, thank you for watching. And bye for now.